As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will get the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotion. And making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they made it to the house, but they found that 6 points waiting on them.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The play action fake. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Using the quick game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Forced out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Crosses to 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got enough space, and they will score. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's not an accident they're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage at games like this right here.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Plows through the defense. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. The toss sweep to the right. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Morris. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Now on the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the returner will be knocked down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Offense set on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls it and fires to the left. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No mas. Get it together.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Pulled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner is stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. Release to the back. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Morris. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Red Raiders are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big film. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Quick toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Morris. Dances away from the heat. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. The Longhorns will have a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. On target over the middle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easy...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you get... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Myers on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the throw, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now on first down from the 28. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now, it's so tough. You want to stack it in the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside. Get the first down. Really tough to stop.
Going with the ground game left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
On the double.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're...
Touchdown, Longhorn! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Extending the play. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Quarterback empties his backfield.
42 Spiders.
To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ortiz. Ripping through the defense. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Oh, man, almost an interception on the screen. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, and those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're bringing heat. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Excellent field position here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Ortiz. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Powers through. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. And let's go get 7.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese.